This is Country Living Oregon Style 61, and today I'm going to show you how I make salsa. There's 100,000 salsa recipes out there. They're in your ball canning book. I mean, there's everywhere. You got the old family favorite. Do it however you want to. Another thing you want to do is if you want them chunky, cut your vegetables up into chunks. If you want it, to where it's not quite as chunky, cut them up pretty small. The recipe I'm going to give you is for just a one batch. It makes 4 pints. You can this. I'm making a double batch. So right now, I got everything pre-diced, everything, so we don't have to go through that. Because if you don't know how to dice your peppers and stuff, hey, there's no sense even trying to make it. So anyway, I've got 30 cut up tomatoes in here, diced up, and I've got them fairly good size. We like ours not real chunky, but kind of medium. So anyway, we're going to turn this on, and in this we're going to add, because I'm going to make more than one batch, I am going to use a scoop. These are jalapenos. Let's see, there we go. Yep, wait a minute, there. Jalapenos. The recipe calls for just jalapenos. I put serranos in it too. You can use any hot peppers you want. You don't have to use jalapenos. You don't have to use serranos. You can use any kind of hot chili. Or if you want it really mild and no hotness, you can use just bell peppers. Anyway, you're supposed to use 8 jalapeno chopped. Well, I'm going to put in, these are 1/4 cups, by the way. Let's see. Let's go a 1/2 cup and a little over. How's that? We'll see what that looks like. And to that, I am going to add a little bit of the serranos. About maybe a 1/2 cup. Okay. You want to make sure that do not use aluminum. This is stainless steel. Make sure it doesn't scorch or burn. Kind of stir that around in there and check to see how much peppers you've actually got, the coloring of your hot peppers. In fact, I might add a little bit more. Let's see. Let's go a little bit more of the serranos. Just because we like it. We like it kind of a medium. Doesn't have to be real hot for us. I have made the hot, but you don't have to. Let's see what we got in here. Give it a stir. Oh, I think that's going to be enough. See, it's got a little more color now, see? Okay. Into that also, I am putting, ouch. I cut my thumb today. So all the juices have gotten into it. It says 2 large bell peppers, or 1 large bell pepper for that. I'm doing a double batch, so I've got 2 in here. And if you don't like the green, you can put a red in there if you want to. It doesn't matter. It calls for green. I use green in it. And I chopped them up pretty good size. But not really. I mean, they'll cook down a little bit. So you mix that all up. Get it all good and mixed to where everything's kind of, down to the bottom and all that. Then it says to put in, for a single batch, a large diced onion. Well, here we go again. I've got 2 because I'm doubling it. So there's my onions. And we'll give that a stir. Oops. So now it's really getting color. And I'll tip it back up again so you can see it. It's starting to get color. Oops. I don't dump it all over. A bunch of, it calls for 1 bunch of cilantro. I've chopped this up Of course, again, remember I'm doing a double batch, so I've got 2 bunches of cilantro that'll go in there. And I've got this on kind of a medium heat for right now. I'll turn it down here in a little bit, but once I get it, everything kind of warmed up in there, and you give it a stir and you mix everything up with the cilantro that's in it. Next is it says to use, I don't chop my garlic up because I've got a press. So you put in, let me see, what does it say? Where's my chopped pepper or garlic? 4 garlic cloves for 1 batch. So I've got an equivalent here to 8. So it's a little bit too big. I gotta break it apart a little bit. And I gotta get me a knife. Okay. And so I just kind of mash it through my garlic press and take it back out. And I'll do all this garlic up here and put that in there. That wasn't gonna fit. That way I don't have to stand there and chop that. I just put it in my garlic press and pressure through. The littler ones you can put more than 1 in. Oh, get out of here, fly. It's fly season here, just like it is everywhere else. And they drive me nuts. And of course, I'm doing a video, so the only one in captivity is going to show up because I went through and killed them all, and I've got fly strips up and all that stuff. So, and I got a few more here. But anyway, I got 8 cloves. Some of them are smaller, so equivalent to 8 cloves because I am doing a double batch, like I said. I will put the recipe in the description box, but when I do that, I will put it as for a single batch, not for a double. Oops. Get out of there. But I really like this recipe. A friend of mine years and years ago gave me this recipe because she was making salsa, and she gave me this recipe. Now, when you work with your hot peppers, remember to wear gloves so that you don't get burnt. Also, garlic will do the same thing to you as hot peppers. Give this a good stir. Oh, it's starting to smell. It's got all the seasonings going into it, and it's starting to smell. In this, I use a teaspoon of canning salt, but per batch. So what I do now, if I can get it down in there, if not, I guess maybe it'll pour out. We'll see. Okay. I'll have to use 2 teaspoons of salt. And I use 1 tablespoon of lime juice, but I'm putting 2 in. Get out of here, fly. I don't need you. We don't need help. Oop, overshot the... So you do 4 of the lime juice per batch. I'm doing 8. Get out of here, fly. I'm going to probably have to shut this down for a minute to take care of this fly. He's driving me nuts. So, anyway, I got the lime juice in. I'll give it a stir, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, I'm back for a minute. Anyway, you cook this everything together for let's see, for 15 minutes, where everything gets really good and hot and mixed up. I'll tip it up so you can see it again. I think it's really got nice color. I will, and then I'll shut you down here for a minute, let it get hot, cook for 15 minutes, and then I will start putting it in the jars. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out into the jars. And then you process this. And yes, you process it with boiling water bath. In your boiling water bath, it says for 10 minutes. Well, I will do it for 20 because of my elevation. When you do a single batch, it's supposed to make 4 pints. I'm doing a double, so I'll probably get more. That to me looks more than 8 pints, okay? So, you know, be prepared in case it makes, you know, more than what it says it does. But anyway, I'll let you go for now. I'll come back when I start loading my jars. Catch you in a little bit.